How's everyone doing? Today I have a awesome Blu-ray and DVD collection update right here. 19 pickups. If you've seen any of these pickups, definitely let me know what you think of them. First up is the 10 Cloverfield Steelbook, the Best Buy exclusive one. And I say Cloverfield initially because this actually comes with an HD copy of Cloverfield along with 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I think is awesome. I thought that was kind of a cool thing to throw in there. Cloverfield was one that initially I wasn't a huge fan of, and then it's one that I grew to really enjoy. And 10 Cloverfield Lane blew me away. John Goodman's performance was incredible, intense, and I loved the heck out of this movie. A lot of people didn't like it, dramatic pacing, and then the ending didn't work for them. For me, it worked perfectly. I liked the ending a lot. A great sci-fi, I guess you could say horror. Psychological horror, very thrilling as well, very intense. Again, you feel that feeling of paranoia and just kind of claustrophobia as well. And I did a full movie review of this, and you can check that out on my channel, or you can click here. I'll bring you to that video. I'll put a little annotation link. And I will be doing a special unboxing review for this one, but I'll go ahead and show you. There's the back right there. And one thing I thought was interesting is it comes with 2 digital copies. I don't know if that's just my one and I got lucky, but I'll be doing a giveaway for these 2 digital copies and the 2 digital copies on the back for Cloverfield. So look out for that coming up soon. I'll probably do it to promote the unboxing video, but there's some artwork and stuff in there too. I would have liked a little bit more with the artwork. Kind of simplistic, but I don't know. It's basically the same shot with just different characters right there in the different color schemes, but overall still nice looking. The slipcover for this, the regular edition Blu-ray, the slipcover is terrible. It's like this weird half slip, quarter slip kind of thing. I don't like that at all. I don't know, I think that's super odd, but the Steelbook is decent. I'll take it. And I did love the movie, so probably one of my favorites so far this year. Really liked it. It's a very simplistic concept, but it works so well. Next up is Midnight Special. This one is Spielberg-esque to me. Very imaginative and very unique, which is hard to do these days. And the payoff at the end is definitely worth it. Very creative. I said this before when I talked about it in my unboxing review for it. The score is the backbone of this film. At times it's dramatic, at times it's subtle, but it works perfectly with every scene. The whole cast is incredible, especially the young child actor here too, Jaden Lieberher. And then you've got Michael Shannon, who's in every movie Jeff Nichols has done. And I'm looking forward to seeing Loving, his newest film coming out from Jeff Nichols, who's a very talented director. And that movie also stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton. Joel Edgerton's in here, and you've got Kirsten Dunst, Adam Driver, and Sam Shepard. Jeff Nichols uses Sam Shepard a couple times in his films, but basically about a kid who has special powers, and they're trying to get him to this secret location at this certain time, and they're running from this, essentially this religious cult and the police as well, and nobody knows what's going to happen on that day. And yeah, the cult believes that the character of Alton is their savior, the little kid. And it's really cool and inventive. Definitely would recommend it. Next up is the Brothers Grimsby. First of all, I want to say 10 Cloverfield Lane from Paramount. Midnight Special from Warner Brothers. And this one right here, the Brothers Grimsby, is from Sony, which I expected to hate this movie because I've hated every Sacha Baron Cohen thing that he's been the star lead of. I didn't like the Ali G show. I hated all the movies he's done. So I went into this just expecting to loathe it. But I loved the heck out of it. It was one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while. It was ridiculous. It was over the top. Sacha Baron Cohen fans will enjoy it. And even if you're not a fan, I think you could appreciate it. If you like movies like Dumb and Dumber, if you like SNL skits, things like that. I was really surprised. It's outrageous, gross out comedy, some sexual depravity going on. There's an elephant gangbang in here where they're hiding inside of an elephant vagina. It's just ridiculous and disgusting. But I was crying from laughing so hard at that scene in particular. There's so many funny scenes in here. Basically, the 2 brothers are separated when they're children, and they meet back up. One's a secret agent for the MI6, and he's an assassin. Another one's an idiot football hooligan, and there he is, you know, shooting with a gun with his flip-flops with the socks on, holding a beer. And good supporting cast in here too. Scott Adkins is in here. Gabrielle Sidibe, you've got, who else is in here? Rebel Wilson, Penelope Cruz, a few other recognizable faces. And There is the nice slipcover for it. And some funny special features in here. The elephant in the room special feature was hilarious. They're talking about how they make the fake elephant penis and all the fake elephant semen. Oh, cracked me up. Next up are a few, 3 releases from Arrow Video, which I'm so happy they're releasing over here in the US. This is the Return of the Killer Tomatoes. I don't think I ever saw this one, but I saw the original Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. This has a new restoration, a whole bunch of special features. Again, Arrow Video, one of the best companies out there releasing, and I'm so happy. So many great films, and I can't wait to see what they release coming up in the future. Again, they do such a great job with the transfer of the special features, and then for collectors, you've got the clear case, reversible artwork, newly commissioned artwork, disc artwork, and you got the booklet as well. And there is the disc artwork right there. And then there is the reversible artwork, which is the old school artwork. I think I'm going to keep this newly commissioned artwork. I kind of dig that one. And there's the booklet again. And again, if you're a fan of the film, so much information in the booklet. It's just awesome. So looking forward to checking this one out right here. Arrow Video just killing it. Next up is the Ray Harryhausen Special Effects Titan. I think this was this a DVD release, or maybe there's a book about this, I can't remember for sure, but Ray Harryhausen, just classic right here. That stop motion animation, just very famous, very influential as well, and this looks like it's going to have a ton of special features in here. Interviews with Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, just a whole ton of different people. Joe Dante, looks like Steven Spielberg's in here as well, Jonathan Landis. So very cool. Yeah, Peter Jackson, James Cameron, Tim Burton, Guillermo del Toro, Terry Gilliam. So a whole bunch of people talking about how they're influenced by Ray Harryhausen. And there's the disc artwork, and there is the, I guess, the old school artwork right there. I remember seeing this, but I can't remember if it was just a book before, or if it was a DVD release before, but I know I saw something like this before. So very excited. I was actually lucky enough to get a lobby card signed from him years ago. I've showed it before a long time ago. I'll show that again soon. I gotta dig that out of a box actually. I gotta start putting stuff up on the walls. I have limited wall space though. Next up is Nakatsu Diamond Guys, and the Nakatsu is the oldest film studio in Japan. And this one right here includes 3 films, which includes Buichi Saito, who directed Lone Wolf Cub, Baby Cart in Peril, and then you've got Ko Nakari, who did Crazed Fruit, and Haruyasu Nagochi, who I guess is a new discovery, they said. But they've got 3 films in here. Tokyo Mighty Guy. You also have Danger Pays, and then Murder Incorporated, Unincorporated. So they all seem kind of crazy and ridiculous and interesting. This is the 2nd volume. They've already released the 1st volume, but I'm looking forward to checking this one out. See what new hijinks the Diamond Guy directors create. And 3 discs right there. Again, a nice booklet. And then there is that artwork too, which I actually really like that artwork. Some of the classic artwork I really do enjoy more than the newly commissioned artwork, but this one I think also really stands out. Very eye-catching and appealing. And next up, this one right here is from Disney, The Finest Hours. This has a great cast here. Chris Pine, Casey Affleck, Ben Foster, and Eric Bana. A few other recognizable faces in here. Big fan of Ben Foster, very underrated actor in my opinion. Loved him in 30 Days of Night, his character there. Basically this is about a rescue mission. It's supposed to be the greatest small boat rescue in Coast Guard history. An oil tanker off the coast of Cape Cod rips in half, and there's 30 survivors and they have to save them. Very nice slipcover for it. Right there. Still need to check this one out. London Has Fallen, which I still need to check out as well. This is a release from Universal. I really like the cover to that as well. Nice sheen to it. And this seems like a concept that we've seen many times before with the president trying to be assassinated by terrorists or whoever. And especially recently with White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen, I think was the other one. But I guess this one takes place in London. That's the only difference, is it's in London. And it has Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, and Morgan Freeman. And you've got a few other recognizable faces. Angela Bassett, Melissa Leo. Yeah, some other people too. But action explosions Looking forward to checking that one out, although it's a concept we've seen a bunch recently. Next up is Disney's Zootopia, which I haven't seen. I've heard rave reviews for. Looks like a fun time. Animated film right there with animals living together in harmony in a city. So, very cool. Next up, this one right here is from Strand Releasing, which I love what they're doing. They put out some really good films that a lot of people need to be checking out. So check out Strand Releasing as a company. This one right here, I haven't seen the film, but a couple of shots that I've seen look so surreal. And it's basically soldiers with a mysterious sleeping sickness, and they're moved to a different clinic. They used to be a school, and there's a romance involved. Sounds and looks very interesting. Next up from Olive Films, next three are from Olive Films. A Home of Our Own. It's basically a single mother who's a widow, and just her group of kids right there, and she's having trouble making it. It stars Edward Furlong, Kathy Bates, and they move from Los Angeles and they go to Idaho. So it's a huge change, kind of fish out of water, and they find this old rundown house. They try to make it their own, you know, a house of their own, and I'm sure there's a lot of family dynamic things going on there too. Young Edward Furlong. Next up, Stagecoach, which there's been three different versions of this: 1939 one, and then the classic 1966 version as well, and then this is from 1986. So it's just another take on Stagecoach with Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Johnny Cash. So some great country singers right there. Looking forward to checking this one out. I've been really enjoying Western films recently. There have been a lot of great recent releases for Westerns, and I consider The Hateful Eight in that as well. I love The Hateful Eight from last year, one of my favorite films of last year. Next one is I'll Take Sweden with Bob Hope and Frankie Avalon, Tuesday Weld, and Dina Morell. And this is I guess a crazy another fish out of water story where they're basically moving to Sweden, and Bob Hope is a father trying to keep his daughter away from her boyfriend, and I guess there's more romance there in Sweden. So crazy hijinks, romantic comedy. It looks like a wild time. Looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, I have shown this one before, but another one of these came in the mail, so I'll be doing a giveaway for them. I actually really enjoyed this film. I got a chance to watch it now. It's very simplistic, but it works. Great acting, especially from the young child actor here as well. Great cast in general. Jaden Lieberher, who's also in Midnight Special, plays the young child actor. Very talented. I see great things for him in the future. This has Clive Owen, Maria Bello, Robert Forster, Patton Oswalt, Matthew Modine, Tim Blake Nelson. Just a fun, actually, well, it's not really, it's heartwarming, I would say. And it's just very simplistic about a divorced couple and the father who's kind of down in his luck, and he gets something stolen from him, and basically he has the kid for a short time. I think it's like just like 24 hours or something like that, maybe 48 hours. I can't remember the exact time period. But while the mother's away, and you know, he's trying to keep him out of trouble, and he's trying to find his tool set that was stolen, and they're trying to, you know, they're working together to find it. And there's some religious aspects that they talk about here. I really like that. At first I thought it was kind of pushing it down your throat, and then it really kind of makes you reflect upon it and what's important, and really about the morality. You know, that's really the most important thing to take away from that. And so it's a good tale of morality and just family, and you know, kind of a different family dynamic, but love, and very heartwarming and simplistic, and I really enjoyed it, and I definitely would recommend the heck out of this one. Again, I'll be doing a giveaway for that coming up soon. And speaking of giveaway, I have 2 more copies of this movie, and I don't know where the heck I've placed them. I have piles of movies everywhere, so I'm a little disorganized, but once I find the other 2, I'll be doing a giveaway for this one right here, The Midnight After. This is from Wellgo USA. The confirmation right here is from Lionsgate, and this one I haven't seen yet, but it looks crazy entertaining. Essentially, it looks like a post-apocalyptic or an apocalyptic thing happens, an event happens, and then there's a bunch of people stranded on a bus, and just wild, crazy things start happening. They have to fight to survive. Next up is a documentary right here from MVD Visual from Star Wars right here. Documentary on Star Wars, L Street 1976. This looks very interesting. Just going in depth about everybody involved with the film, a lot of I guess extras and things like that. So, Star Wars fan that I am definitely looking forward to checking that out. Next up is Diamond Collection. This is from Cheesy Flicks. I love a lot of their artwork. They do some new artwork sometimes, and it's very on the disc artwork as well. Very eye-catching and appealing. Their transfers aren't always the best. Some of the transfers are almost VHS quality, but a lot of the movies, this is the only way to get them. For some of them, not all of them. But always great prices too, very low prices. And this looks like a crazy fun time, action, adventure kind of movie. They try to find these diamonds that were lost in a, I guess a sunken ship in the ocean. So looks like a crazy time. And Cheesy Flicks, they're putting out some good stuff. So looking forward to checking that one out. So if you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. And I'll be doing proper reviews for them once I view them all, and some giveaways as well. So look forward to that. And hope everybody's doing well. Take care.